Okay, so I should be packing for Fiji because I leave in like 2 days. But here we are on chapter 19. Hope you have all been well. Had a great weekend. I just got my lashes done and my nails, but I broke my nail at the freaking gym this morning. Yeah, anyway. Alright, here we go. While having my fun on a dating app, I met a guy. We'll call him B1. Please don't let this be another cold one. He was nice and sweet, said all the right things to me, went on a few dates, and he paid for everything. Seriously though, I had met the one. At the same time, I was chatting with another guy. We'll call him B2. I also met this guy for a date. He was nice too. It had been a few months before me and B1 got down and dirty in the back of his car. It was oddly nice. Maybe it was the hype of taking the risk in a public place. How is that a hype? Like, aren't you worried if people see you like, you're not worried? We kept doing that for a couple of weeks until one night on a date with B2, we went back to an apartment in the Auckland CBD. And of course we got down to business. Over the next week, while chatting to both B1 and B2, I found out they both have wives and children. Why do you men do this? It's a brothel for men who, don't give Ditsy any ideas. While having a conversation with B2, he had mentioned going to a house just up the road from my house. I asked for their address and he gave me the same address B1 had given me some few weeks back. Oh my God. I found out that night that B1 and B2 are brothers. Say gas, you say. I'll say threesome for you, say. Wanga threesome. Why ma share my kamaka? All jokes aside, kipi sa oale awale loya. I think you should kipi them, especially because they have wife and kids, girl. Okay, story number 2. Oh, my bloody nail. Okay. Hearing all the Waisubari stories, and it hit me straight away that I know who he is. Woi! I was freshly 18 when I got a Snapchat request from a guy named Junior. But little did I know that wasn't even his government name. So we could snap each other the bad things when we were feeling X-rated. He always claimed me as his, but only messaged me around 2 a.m. and stopped replying around 5. That's cause his wife is dead asleep right next to him, okay? I didn't think much of it because I was a little shit and thought I was a big girl. Anyways, fast forward, I flew to New Zealand to stay with my family for 2 weeks. But my family didn't know I flew in a week early. I flew into New Zealand and he picked me up in that famous white Subaru. He booked a hotel. Was it Airport Lodge, the hotel? But was gone most of the day and only came out at night time. Sa'oa, he's married. That whole week with him, there was never a time where we didn't do the bad things. Must be nice. Must be really nice. My last few days with him, his phone started blowing up more than usual. So eventually I became hella suspicious. Girl, if he's calling you between 2 a.m. and what's the time, and 5 a.m. and only seeing you at nighttime, isn't that a red flag? Like, does that not raise a red flag? Or are you just more worried about raising your legs to him? So when he was sleeping, I used his thumb to unlock his phone. Whoa! And lo and behold, his wife was blowing him up, asking where the hell he was, and asking him when he was coming home. I felt disgusted and filthy knowing that this was the komo I flew across the ocean for to lose my V card to because I thought we were in love. That's really sad. I then texted his wife through his phone the exact location we were at, and then I started to pack my stuff. I showered and filleted my hair just in case she wanted to rumble. Not the fillet your hair. Smart thinking though. It was around 8 a.m. and there was a banging at the door. I knew it was her, so I went and answered and I told her everything. I told her I didn't know he was married and had kids. I proceeded to tell her how he's been here this whole week and never once said anything about being married. Thank the Lord she was too soft to throw hands and was understanding. I then grabbed my shit. My cousin came to pick me up from the hotel we were at, and all I heard from that room was, how the fuck could you do this to me again? We have kids. Me thinking that this would have been the last time I would hear from him, My last day in New Zealand, he asked if he could see me one last time. I said sure, but blindly setting him up. He thought he was meeting up with me, but it was really my cousins as well. He pulled up to the park thinking I was alone, and my cousins came out from the dark and warned him if they ever saw him or his car around me when I'm in New Zealand, that it would have been the last time driving. I really thought I was the only girl he played, but it turns out he was all for the whānau. Never trust ballers from New Zealand, I tell you that. Girl, I need to meet this guy with the white Subaru. Can you DM me? Like, I really, really want to meet you. You seem very famous now. Okay.